Look, Wes, you've been super successful since you got out of prison. You built Watson Fit, millionaire. What a lot of guys come back out of prison and they go right back in, or they go back to vices and stuff. But you've also said, Brian, that also sometimes makes it harder. Having all the money and the success and the apartment, sometimes it makes it harder to keep you focused on what's important. Is that right?
Well, I mean, every time I try to focus on, I got to make X amount today. Now I'm just working in my business opposed to working above it. If you have real vision, you work above something. So the only thing that brings me clarity in my life is to work above my business and see how it's affecting people, and then let that resonate with me in my heart that, no, this dude really is saying that you changed his life, Wes. What the fuck? Don't let that go in one ear out the other. You'll become someone who's not able to receive that message. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're literally training themselves to be something they don't want to be. So the fact is every time I chase the dollar, the happiness eludes me. But every time I selflessly give worth, the abundance rains down upon me. And when you don't have anything else in your way, and you're not blocking yourself with karmic debt, vices, all these problems, to not see where it's coming from, when you operate out of complete alignment and have the same schedule all the time with the same intentions, then you can see what's causing it. So then you're just like, oh, I deviated like this and I watched how it fucked me over. So this is why structure is so important, and because you can just see exactly what's causing your outcomes, positive or negative.
Yeah, it's so powerful. Well, I've been out there. I was doing some burpees earlier today, and I was thinking about you for every burpee. And I've been changing my whole workout routine because my gyms got closed. So I got back into running around the office. I've been doing this shadow box and burpee workout. I've been doing breakdancing in the stairwell of our building. I've been finding different Watson ways of adapting. So, thanks for all that inspiration, Wes, and all the lessons, man. It's powerful stuff.
It always goes back to if one man on this planet did it, then you can do it. And even if they didn't, and you have the imagination, you can still do it. Like I'm saying, if genius hits a target nobody else can see. So exercise that, sit with it, understand it. And I come from I was helped more, regardless of help or hindrances, though it doesn't matter. But my help was that I was forced to sit down. So that's why I know my gift is coming from a different place that doesn't have the same problems as out here. I was able to see the solution. So that's why people don't understand a facilitator is needed, because in the mindset that created the problem, you cannot see the solution. So you need an outside facilitator always. That's why therapy and everything is so beneficial. That's why a coach is so beneficial, because he can see the problem, because he's not in that current mindset that created it, which you are.
Yeah, and I'm first of all, congrats on just the success you've had with your wife Valerie. I met her in New York; she's amazing. And to try to, deal with someone challenged with sobriety and stuff, and then also have that as being your wife or husband. I mean, that's amazing. But like you said, you have to stay focused and think of the long picture when you're dealing with an emotional situation. That's what a great mentor and coach does, and I see that in my mentors, like Dan Pena. I mean, I've given that man so much back talk over the years, and this is someone that he doesn't get a lot of back talk. But what he does is he sees a long-term vision for me, and he's willing to stay the course with me, even when I give him bullshit, and even when I do all that stuff, because he's like, yeah, okay, Brian, but I see this long-term vision, and I've just now become even more grateful for him, because you're kind of showing me that's what a great leader does. And again, a genius sees that target no one else can see, and they hit it, and that's what you're doing with your coaching too.
That's what the massive trick is stay in the course regardless. A lot of people, the second the problem happens, they forget about what they're doing. The second you get in a fight with your wife or in the relationship, you have to go to how you were thinking before the fight, that you were going to be with them forever, and this was your plan. Now, when the fight happens, you don't automatically take those feelings and alter the plan. When the fight happens, you go, hey, wait, I know my end objective. I want to love and be with you forever. That's how you act when the fight happens. That's how we do it in business. That's how we do it with our wake-up time. We remember what our main objective is when in times of adversity or when shit gets tough. That's the difference between someone who taps and someone who doesn't.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of my journey here at London Real. A lot of people along the way are like, you're crazy, you're missing the point. Even now, some people say you're crazy, you're missing the point. And I'm just like, I know where I'm going. It's a long way away. I know where I'm going. I know along the way, there's going to be people say this and they say that, but I know where we're going, and I'm just going to go there. And maybe we'll never get there, but I know where I'm going. And so we're just going to keep going that way. And I'll just deal with the turmoil as it comes, but I'm going to stay with that vision because it's in me, because I went there and I feel it. So that's my plan.
Hey, all the struggles I see you going through, I'm always saying, I know he's in line with his conscience. He's listening to what he knows he needs to do. And that's the power behind it. Like we have to listen to what we know is needed. And I just know I can never deviate from that morning program. And it just became so beneficial to a lot of people. And that's why we pass on what we know. We pass on what worked for us. Everybody can be a coach. Pass on what worked for you. And if nothing worked for you yet, grind it out till it does. A lot of the flaws I see is people trying to teach before they did it. And I told them, your first video is going to suck. Your first video is going to suck. Your first post is going to suck. The first things you publish on Instagram, whatever you do, first shit's going to suck. It's just gonna. And then I told them, my first video didn't suck. My first video got 650,000 views. My second one got 2.3 million. But I grinded it out in the shadows for 10 years. Understand that. And that's the message I'm trying to show them. Sometimes you got to grind it out in silence and just suffer in silence and learn that sublime feeling that it means to become, instead of trying to appear to be on camera. This looks like something good to do because it worked for us. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Grind it out, become what you appear to be, and bring your authentic self to the table. And this is only done over a duration of time. I mean, it's going to be the long view. It's the 10-year plan that always works.